Yeah, when I posted it on Say Cheese, Gunna spoke out himself. And he said that a long time ago, his dad taught him how to be a P. P's are worldwide. He said that on Say Cheese itself.
Which is true. Which is a true statement. He's absolutely right. His father was absolutely right. That doesn't make you that because your daddy taught you what it means. But at the end of the day, if he feel like he'll play, he can be there. If him and the people around him. But see, this is the thing about it. I don't think the whole world really caught on to what they were saying when they were saying pushing P. They were saying pushing P can mean pushing paper, pushing planes, pushing
just they tried to commercialize it.
Trying to commercialize it and water it down and make it more accessible to the masses to make more people feel entitled or okay to welcome it in. And that's what even more infuriates and pisses off the public. Like, why are you doing that? Y'all don't do that to trapping. Y'all don't do that to this or that. Why are you trying to do that to this? And make this if in life, but see, that's because being a part of that group and being a part of that world is like being in a black book. It's like it's a very small group. To the public, it's a small, dark group of people. It's something that's a mystery that's not very understood by the public. The mentality of polygamy, period, or people being in a polygamous relationship. That's the correct term to use for it. Being in a polygamous relationship, the monogamy versus polygamy is something that's not necessarily understood and accepted by the masses. People accept and understand homosexuality more than they understand polygamy. If that makes sense to you. And for the people that's watching that don't know what polygamy is a relationship of two genders and one gender, two women and one man, two men, one woman, however it divvies out, three different, however they figured it out. But this is the polygamy, the in its normal form is a man and two women. And like kings overseas and people in Arabia and Africa, kings that have 6, 7 wives and things of that nature. That's what the act of polygamy is. So, and everybody's okay with it. So with that being said, like, that ain't no, that's something that is a very thin line to stand on and either be accepted or to have success in. So for people that either are accepted for doing it, you get a very high level of respect and a high level of love if you do so happen to be in this lifestyle. Such as the greats, the Magic Don ones, the Scorpios, the governors. It's so many legends. So many different people that's a part of this shit worldwide, from young to old to right now. It's legends right now. So many people in this shit right now. There's legends that their families, their cousins, their uncles, their nephews, mamas and sisters that love them and watch their story and watch they son or their father or their nephew do this incredible act of having leadership and control in the business structure positively for other people around them and have this glory of being a P. That's a high stature. That is something that a father wants to pass down to their son. So they will tell you about it being young, but that doesn't mean you're going to actually walk the steps and walk the path to being a player, because a player will never play himself in a position to where the person that he's playing on or playing with, that is the opposite sex of them, is making more off of their plays and the way that they play. You're making more from my mind and my strategy than I'm making off of it. And you're not doing it to stay with me. You're doing it just for your own benefit, to go home to your baby daddy, to your friends, to the other man that you was with before I flew you out. Like the rap girls group name that everybody like, get flued out. If you get flued out and I spend $15,000 on you this weekend and I never see you again for 6 months or next year, so I come back in your city and you done change your whole life, and I'm just so happy to see you the next week or the next month with one of my ops, like they like to say. Now you see a lot of rappers getting in beef because this rapper is talking to my ex-girlfriend or the ex-girl I was just fucking with, I had a relationship with. Now you feel what? You feel played. You feel played on. That doesn't feel like a player because players don't get played. Players play. You see what I'm saying? So physically, financially, mentally, if you ever on the other side of the spectrum of the P, you can't claim the P. That is everybody's problem in the world. I could care less because at the end of the day, I know the world know. Just like with the drip, I don't gotta argue with that over no because the world don't want to give me my flowers, but my name is always brought up and the conversation is always brought up and resurface around me. With 10 years later in more different mansions, new walls painted, we still talking about the same shit. So evidently the world must know who created it, who did it, and even after the fact, as they get away from it and try to fall off of it and try to make up new shit, guess what? Who's still dripping? Who's still creating new drip and still running with the drip, still rapping about the drip, and the world still trying to come back and steal again? Oh, let's get a little back. Oh, let's change up our ad libs. People just put, oh, I ain't gonna steal the sauce. I'm gonna steal the way they record. I'm gonna rap in a high pitched voice. Or I'm gonna add these to my ad libs. I'm gonna, or whatever. They just try to switch it up however they can. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, shoo, whatever I do. You feel me? Make it their own. And I'm not the only artist that's done to. They do it to Kodak. They do it to great artists. They do it to Thug. They do it to all the greats. It's cool. It's just at the end of the day, people get their vouchers for it. I didn't, but now the world stood up for it when it mattered. So I ain't fucked up about it.